and that grow upon earth,
The Discourses of
and chiefly to
Epictetus.
rational beings, seeing that by nature it is theirs alone to have communion in the society of God, being intertwined with him through the reason. Why should not such a man call himself a citizen of the universe? Why should he not call himself a son of God? And why shall he fear anything that happens among men? What? Shall kinship with Caesar, or any other of them that have great power at Rome, be sufficient to enable men to live securely, proof against contempt, and in fear of nothing whatsoever, but to have God as our Maker and Father and Guardian? Shall this not suffice to deliver us from griefs and fears? And wherewithal shall I be fed, asks one, if I have nothing? And how of slaves? How of runaways? On what do they rely when they leave their masters? On their lands, their slaves, and their vessels of silver? No, on nothing but themselves, and nevertheless food does not fail them. And shall it be necessary for our philosopher, forsooth, when he goes abroad, to depend upon others for his assurance and his refreshment, instead of taking care of himself, and to be more vile and craven than the irrational animals, every one of which is sufficient to himself, and lacks neither its own proper food, nor that way of life which is appropriate to it, and in harmony with nature? As for me, I think that the elder man ought not to be sitting here devising how to keep you from thinking too meanly of yourselves, or from taking in your debates a mean or ignoble position regarding yourselves. He should rather be striving to prevent there being among you any young men of such a sort that, when once they have realized their kinship to the gods, and that we have these fetters as it were fastened upon us, the body and its possessions, and whatever things on their account are necessary to us for their management of life, and our tarrying therein, they may desire to throw aside all these things as burdensome and vexatious, and unprofitable, and depart to their kindred. And this is the struggle in which your teacher and trainer, if he really amounted to anything, ought to be engaged. You, for your part, would come to him, saying, Epictetus, we can no longer endure to be imprisoned with this paltry body, giving it food and drink, and resting and cleansing it, and, to crown it all, being on its account brought into contact with these people and those. Are not these things indifferent, indeed nothing to us? And is not death no evil? And are we not in a manner akin to God, and have we not come from him? Suffer us to go back whence we came. Suffer us to be freed at last from these fetters that are fastened to us and weigh us down. Here are despoilers and thieves and courts of law, and those who are called tyrants. They think they have some power over us because of the paltry body and its possessions.
That was just a little excerpt of the Discourses of Epictetus. Out here on a nice rainy day, doing my trek. Thought I'd just give you guys a little example of what it is I do out here, and just quietness, the serenity. I guess quiet when the geese aren't geesing. Is that what you call it? I don't know. But yeah, no, I highly been enjoying these walks, and if you get a chance to, there's a little forest preserve by your house, a trail. Yeah, just get out there. Get out there. And just look at the, in a sense, the cycle of life, that we see here amongst the trees, amongst the leaves. And, you see it. You have brand new life. Dead life. And just kind of really makes you appreciate your life a lot more, and kind of put a focus on where you are at in your life. We get so caught up in the day-to-day that they kind of just meld into each other, and we focus on the exterior things of our life instead of the interior. And that's where we get so many empty vessels that walk about But anyways, just gonna make it a quick video today. That one seemed kind of dark, but it's not. I was just deep in thought. The weather doesn't help. Another nice rainy gray sky. But no, excited for this nice mid end of the week. Gave myself a nice little 3-day weekend there, so I'm gonna look forward to that. I'm gonna enjoy that. Get a little break. It's been pretty busy, but in a good way. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the work and the ability to create, but also grateful for the days of rest and kind of continuing to go forward on this path. So with that, I leave you guys. You have a great week. We will talk soon. ValiantLiege.com. Please follow, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we will talk soon. Bye, guys.